Scone to Die For by H.Y. Hannah. Narrated by Pearl Hewitt. "Sorry I'm late," I gasped as I dropped into my seat. "Oh, I was darling! Volume!" My mother frowned at me. I sighed and made an effort to lower my voice. "Oh, sorry, Mother. I was having a drink with Cassie and Seth at the Blue Boar." "Oh, how is Seth? Such a nice boy." "He's not really a boy anymore, Mother. But yes, he's fine. He's having some teething problems settling into his new college, but otherwise he seems on good form." "Has Cassie got a boyfriend yet?" I shook my head. "Why is she never with a nice young man?" I shrugged. "Cassie is just a free spirit, I guess. Besides, you know her first love is her paintbrush." "Well, it's about time she thought about settling down, you know." She gave me a meaningful look. "I mean, Cassie isn't as young as she used to be, and everyone knows that once a woman passes 30, everything starts to go downhill." I had a sneaking suspicion that she was not talking about my best friend, but I could be as obtuse as my mother when I chose to be. "Oh, I wouldn't worry about Cassie. I think everything is still very uphill with her," I said cheerfully. My mother pursed her lips. "Yes, but it is so strange, dear. Such a pretty girl, too. I would have thought that the men would be flocking around her." "They do flock around her," I said. "The problem is that she's not very interested in what they have to offer." My mother gave a gasp and put a hand to her throat. "Do you mean Cassie is a lesbos?" "Lesbian, Mother. The word is lesbian. Lesbos is an island in Greece. And no, Cassie is not lesbian. Not that there's anything wrong with that anyway." I glowered at her. "No, of course not, dear. I'm sure lesbians are lovely people." Ugh, ugh, ugh. I wanted to faceplant on the table but resisted. "Anyway, I was thinking," my mother continued airily, "perhaps you're right after all. Career isn't everything. There are other things a woman can do that are very worthwhile, perhaps even more worthwhile, such as making a home and starting a family." "You could be right," I said dryly. "But you usually need someone to make a home and start a family with." My mother pounced on me. "I'm so glad you say that, darling, because I've been thinking the very same thing. You'll never meet anyone stuck out there in Medford-on-Smythe all day. Why, most of the men in the village are old enough to be your grandfather. So I was thinking perhaps I can help you become acquainted with some of the young men in Oxford." I gave her a wary look. "Mother, I don't need you to set up blind dates for me." "Who said anything about blind dates?" She gave a shudder. "Oh, what a horrible common word. No, you see, I was chatting with Helen Green the other day, and she mentioned that Lincoln is back in Oxford now. He's got a consultant position at the John Radcliffe in their ICU department. And I thought, what a wonderful coincidence. You're both back again after a long time away. Perhaps it would be a good idea for you to get together and swap notes." "Mother!" I said, forgetting the rule about restrained ladylike volume. "I do not need you to set up a date for me with Lincoln Green."